Alright. Hey guys, welcome to Wisdom Synergy. We're here to break down the hidden truths, challenge conditioned thinking, and reclaim the power of perception. I'm your host, Brian, and we're here diving deep into the brain programming. Okay, the subtle, systematic shaping of our minds from birth through religion, mainstream education, and the pervasive narrative that we're told never to question. You know, why are you told never to question shit is fucked up. So yeah. Have you ever wondered how belief systems are installed before we can even think for ourselves? How fear of God, you know, adolescence to authority, and curated histories dictate that we accept as reality. This episode is for you. Definitely. We're about to unravel the blueprint of control here. Pretty cool shit. So, excuse me. So, one of the most potent forces of brain programming is religion. Okay? Particularly the fear-based framework many of us are introduced as children. Picture this, as a child, barely able to comprehend morality, is taught that is an omnipotent force which watches every move, judges their actions and thoughts, even their doubts. The ultimate consequence, eternal damnation. You see what I'm saying here? This isn't just guidance. It's a psychological imprinting. When fear governs belief, questioning becomes dangerous. The mere act of curiosity feels like betrayal. This system ensures compliance, not enlightenment. Okay, and that took me a long time to realize that. It took me a long time. It took me a long time to realize that for sure. Okay, so historically, you know, organized religion has been used as a method of control. You know, guiding the masses towards submission rather than discovery. You know, the idea of a divine punishment discourages salvation. You know, by the time we're old enough to explore alternative philosophies, the programming is already deeply embedded, for sure. Okay, they make sure of that. The world has been shaped by this fear. You know, you have your wars, you have your persecutions, you have your social structures, all built upon unwavering trust in narratives handed down through centuries. But what happens when we challenge this imprint? Okay, we're looked at like we're nuts or some shit. You know, it's not. You should question everything, bro, and that's a fact. So let's see here. Segment 3. We're gonna do this: education, manufacturing, obedience. Okay, that's a heavy thing, man. Think about what that's saying right there. Manufacturing obedience. It's crazy. If religion installs fear-driven programming, mainstream education reinforces obedience through structured conformity. I mean, you know what I'm saying, bro. Check it out. You know, from early childhood, schools operate on rigid frameworks. You know, memorize this. You know, obey, follow the curriculum. You know, deviate, and you risk failure, punishment, or exclusion. We're taught history, but only the versions deemed acceptable. That's a key point there, you know what I'm saying? We're conditioned to respect authority without question. And why is that? They're no better than anybody else, bro. You know what I mean? Whether you're a fucking judge, a lawyer, or a doctor, no offense against nobody at all. I'm just saying, like, you know, you know, it's my opinion. I feel like people might ride that power trip. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like my daughter called me today from school, and you know, she got called vaping or something like that, you know, and she's 16. What are you gonna do? These kids, man. So, like, you know, she says that she was in there with her counselor, and you know what he tells her, man? He tells her that anybody that smokes or vapes is a horrible person and bad people and will never amount to nothing. And she goes to a good school, bro. Like, I was shocked. Couldn't believe that poor girl. You know, and this is coming, you know, my daughter, man, is smart, beautiful, and amazing. There ain't nothing, you know, I told her this. I said, look, everybody has bad habits, okay? Imagine what he goes home and does behind closed doors because he can't do it in public. You know, that's the shit I'm talking about, okay? So no offense towards nobody, but now you see what I'm saying. You know, it's fucked up, bro. It's messed up to me. And I'm sorry, Kara, that you had to hear that today, but obviously that counselor has no clue what the fuck he's doing. It's a shame. It's a shame because it's supposed to be a good school. I love you, Kara. You're my baby girl. You're awesome. So anyway, carrying on. So, like, you know, true education should inspire critical thinking, I think, here. You know, yet mainstream institutions rarely encourage questioning, you know, fundamental narratives. Instead, you know, we're given manufactured histories, selective truths, and rigid understanding of the world. The system favors order over independent thought, which is also a shame. You know, because that brings me to this. My mom always talks about the moon, and when she was in school, how, you know, everybody was watching it on TV. You know, they're going to the fucking moon, man. You know, she's in her classroom and she's watching these people go to the moon. And, like, you know, so she has all these questions. She's trying to ask questions in school, and they were shutting her down. My mom still don't know whether or not, like, she don't know what the fuck's going on with the moon if we ever even landed on it. And I'm still on the fence myself. I mean, if you got something to say about it, put it in there, man. I want to know. I want to know what's going on. Share that information, man. You know what's sus to me is the moon is perfectly fucking round when that eclipse happens, okay? Keyword here again is precision, bro. Because the distance between the moon and the sun and the earth to make that eclipse is not fucking natural, dude. You know what I'm saying? You have precision, an element of precision in outer space. Who the fuck did that? How did that happen? You know what I'm saying? Think about it, man. Hey, comment below. Let me know what you think, dude. I'm totally into this shit. I love it. So, you know, and consider this. Why do alternative perspectives like ancient wisdom, you know? And, what's this say? Decentralized knowledge remains inaccessible, you know, in the traditional classroom. Because control thrives on limited information, for sure, okay? If people begin asking the right questions about history, power, spirituality, the structure weakens, you know what I mean? And as for those in power, this is the true threat, you know what I'm saying? Education should be awakening minds, yet in many ways it's anesthetized them, you know what I'm saying? It's fucked up, bro. You're putting our kids to sleep, man. You're putting us to sleep, bro. And it's not like our parents knew it or anybody knew it. It's not even like, you know, you can't grab something that's like, you know, that you're trying to show somebody that's not like, you know, there. You know what I'm saying? It's not there. You know what I mean? You can't like say, look at this, it's real. You know what I mean? This shit is real. You know, I wish I could hand it to you and just show you, look how fucking real this shit is. You know what I'm saying? But you guys gotta listen to me, man. This shit is messed up, okay? So, like, breaking free, man, you gotta reprogram the mind, okay? This is how this works, okay? The first step towards breaking free from an embedded brain programming is recognizing it exists, okay? For sure it does, man. Just like the magic, we all have magic in us, it exists. It's real, bro. I'm telling you, it's just real. Listen, you know, we were never meant to be prisoners or, you know, inherited belief systems. Okay, the truth is the truth is fluid, okay? And reclaiming our own narrative requires questioning the framework imposed on us. If you see what I'm saying. Some key steps to unraveling mental conditioning. Let's see here. You know, question the authority, bro. Question the shit out of it. Question the authority, bro. Why not? Okay? No belief, no historical fact, no societal norm should be accepted blindly, okay? Investigate, seek sources beyond mainstream narratives, okay, please. 2, deconstruct fear-based thinking, okay? Fear is a choice, okay? Fear is a choice, you know what I'm saying? If a belief thrives on fear, ask why. Fear limits exploration. I can't talk right today. Exploration. Okay, making you know, suppression seem logical. Challenge what you've been taught to fear. Okay, for real, like ghosts and shit too. Challenge everything, bro. Ask us shit. What the fuck you afraid of, dude? What are you afraid of it for? Why? You ain't afraid of nothing, dude. Shit. Diversity, like diversify your knowledge, okay? Look beyond institutionalized education, okay? And religious dogma. You hear what I'm saying? Okay, you hear that? Read ancient texts, okay? Study suppressed histories, bro. And engage in alternative philosophies. Because I'm going to be a philosopher when I grow up, I promise. So, rewire your thinking, bro. This is step 4, rewire your thinking. Meditation is a helpful thing, you know? Self-inquiry and immersive experiences, you know, can help override conditioning and reset, you know, neural pathways. You see what I'm saying? The mind is flexible. You can change how it perceives reality. You can, bro. Eat some mushrooms. Do some acid ones. You'll see what I'm saying. Shit gets lit. Gets lit. Alright, so that's about 4 steps to help you do that. You know, liberation is not about rejecting spirituality or knowledge, okay? It's about taking back control of what we believe and why we believe it. Okay? That's why. Okay? Liberation is not about rejecting spirituality or knowledge. It's about taking back control of what we believe and why we believe it. I had to repeat that, you know what I'm saying? Alright, listen. So, what we need to do here is reclaim reality. You see what I'm saying? We need to reclaim it. You need to join this group. We need to subscribe, support this channel so we can get more people on board. And we need to be a community here, bro. You feel me? We need to build this fucker up and unveil the true history and where we really come from. You know, think about it, man. Think how gnarly it would be. Please subscribe, like, comment. You know what I mean? All that good stuff, bro. I mean, it means the world to me. If we can get this channel off the ground now, it's gonna be pumping. And everybody's coming up with me, man. It's gonna be dope, bro. It's gonna be cool. Listen, this ain't for me. It's for everybody. You feel me? I'm taking my own time out of every day to do this shit because I believe in it. Because I believe we should be doing this. You know what I'm saying? This is why I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying, man? And I'm passionate. I'm passionate about this, man. I'm trying to build wisdom synergy up to something amazing. To help people mentally. You know what I'm saying? To help myself. To help my kids. To help my family. My friends. You feel me? For every one of you motherfuckers out there, yo, we need this shit. Because we are trapped in this motherfucker. Alright? And it's time we made a stand, bro. You can't have this shit. You can't have them lying to us, bro. We can't. You can't live like that. You know? The truth is smooth. You know what I'm saying? Lies are a fucking... And you can tell what they tell us in our history is a bumpy fucking road, bro. There ain't no truth seeking it, man. It's fucking twisted. You know? Yeah, listen. Okay, so listen. You know, we're not just passive recipients of programming. You know, we are conscious architects of perception. Okay, we are conscious architects of perception. But if we do not take control of the system shaping our minds, someone else will. And it's a sad fact. You know, the world thrives on hidden narratives, selective truths, you know, the inherited beliefs passed down through generations. But we have the ability and the responsibility to investigate, you know, to dismantle and rebuild our understanding from the ground up. What better things do we have to do than, you know, let's reanalyze everything, dude. Our math, the fucking calendar, the time, every fucking thing, dude. Go back to square one. What are you, afraid to fucking find something out that's gonna fuck up your shit? Probably, bro. Which is messed up, bro. When you have $1 times $1, how many dollars do you got in front of you? $2 fucking. Well, guess what? The bank keeps one and gives you one. Every fucking time. You know? Sorry I get fucking bent, man, but listen. Break free from the script, bro. You know? Write your own. Write your own shit. You know, thanks for joining this exploration of brain programming. Let's keep questioning, uncovering, and evolving, okay? Actually evolving. Until next time, stay curious, stay bold, and reclaim your mind, guys, okay? Peace, I love you. Have a great week.